You know, adeniums, those gorgeous desert roses, are some of my favorite plants. They're such showstoppers with their sculptural trunks and vibrant flowers. But let me tell you, getting them to bloom like that doesn't happen by chance. It all comes down to feeding them right. Over the years, I've learned a lot about fertilizing adeniums, and I'd love to share what works for me. Why fertilizer is a game changer. Here's the thing, adeniums naturally grow in arid, nutrient-poor soils. They're tough plants, but when you grow them in pots or even in your garden, they rely on you to give them the extra nutrients they need to really shine. Without the right fertilizer, they might survive, but they won't thrive or bloom nearly as much. The key ingredients for success. When it comes to feeding adeniums, there are 3 main nutrients you need to think about. 1. Nitrogen. This is the nutrient that helps the plant grow leaves and stay healthy overall. But don't go overboard with nitrogen too much, and you'll get lots of leaves, but not many flowers. 2. Phosphorus. This one's a must for blooms and strong roots. If you want your adenium to explode with flowers, phosphorus is your best friend. 3. Potassium. Potassium is like the plant's immune booster. It keeps everything running smoothly and makes the flowers pop with color. What fertilizers work best? I've tried quite a few types of fertilizers, and here's what I found works like a charm. 1. Balanced fertilizers, 10-10-10 or 20-20-20. These are great for general feeding during the growing season. They give the plant a nice, even supply of all the nutrients it needs. Pro tip, I dilute the fertilizer to half the strength on the label and feed every couple of weeks. Better to underfeed than overdo it. 2. Bloom boosters 5-10-10 or 10-50-10. When you see flower buds starting to form, it's time to bring out the bloom booster. These are high in phosphorus and make a big difference in how many flowers you get. Pro tip, I switch to a bloom booster about mid-spring and use it every 2 weeks during the blooming phase. 3. Slow-release fertilizers. If you're someone who doesn't want to fuss with fertilizers all the time, slow-release granules are a lifesaver. They gradually feed the plant over a few months. Pro tip, just mix them into the soil at the start of the growing season, and you're good to go. 4. Organic options. If you like to keep things natural, organic fertilizers like bone meal or compost tea are great choices. They're gentle and effective, but take a bit longer to show results. Pro tip, I like to combine organic options with a liquid fertilizer for a little extra kick when the plant needs it. Here is another example of suitable fertilizers for adeniums that you can buy. 1. Miracle Grow Bloom Booster 15-30-15. High phosphorus content promotes vibrant blooms and strong roots. Available at most garden stores like Home Depot and Lowe's. 2. Jack's Classic Blossom Booster 10-30-20. A trusted choice for boosting flowering while maintaining plant health. Easy to find online or at gardening retailers. 3. Ispoma Organic Bone Meal. A natural phosphorus source for enhancing blooms and strengthening roots. Ideal for those who prefer organic options. 4. Osmocote Smart Release Plant Food 14-14-14. Slow release formula ensures balanced nutrients for up to 6 months, perfect for adeniums in pots. 5. Dynagrow Bloom 3-12-6. A liquid fertilizer specifically designed for flowering plants, offering complete nutrition with low nitrogen to avoid overgrowth of leaves. All these options can be found online on Amazon or in local gardening centers like Walmart Garden Center or Ace Hardware. How I fertilize my adeniums. Timing really matters with adeniums. During spring and summer, when they're actively growing, I fertilize regularly. But come fall and winter, I back off completely because the plant slows down and doesn't need much. One thing I always do is water the plant before fertilizing. Dry soil plus fertilizer can damage the roots, and no one wants that. And oh, don't forget to dilute the fertilizer. Adeniums are sensitive to salt buildup, so it's better to play it safe. How to tell when your adenium needs food? You'll know if your adenium is hungry if the leaves start turning yellow. That's a sign of nitrogen deficiency, or if it's not blooming like it should, probably needs more phosphorus. Weak stems and pale leaves, that's your plant asking for potassium. A trick I swear by, foliar feeding. Here's something I've been doing for years, and it works wonders. Every now and then, I spray a diluted fertilizer directly on the leaves. The plant absorbs it super quickly, and you can almost see it perk up in a few days. What not to do? If there's one thing I've learned the hard way, it's to avoid over-fertilizing. Too much fertilizer can actually harm your adenium. It's better to feed less often than to overwhelm the plant. Also, don't use high nitrogen fertilizers all the time. It'll give you a leafy plant with hardly any flowers. Honestly, fertilizing adeniums isn't hard once you get the hang of it. With the right nutrients and a little consistency, your desert rose will reward you with the most stunning flowers. It's so satisfying to see it thrive, knowing you've given it just what it needs. If you're just starting out, don't stress try a balanced fertilizer first, and then experiment with bloom boosters when you're ready. And hey, let me know how it goes. There's nothing better than sharing the joy of gardening with friends.